So, you're fresh out of character creation, took your wagon or boat ride to your local city-state of choice, got introduced to the Adventurers Guild, and are now told to explore the city. Easier said than done for some that don't understand how the map works. In this video, my intern will be explaining the map, its various buttons, and how to use it effectively.
Right, hello. The map's a bit tricky to get used to, but I'll bring you up to speed. First of all, use the M key to bring up the map. Here, I've just enlarged the map so we can get a better look. The most important concept with the map is that it has 3 layers: the world map, the region map, and the area map. I'm going to show you how to navigate these layers. This button here, the world map button, immediately takes you to the topmost layer, the world map. Here, you can see the various regions in Final Fantasy XIV you can explore, and click on them to get to their region maps and see the sub-regions they have. The sub-region we're in right now is the city-state of Ul'dah. You can use this area of drop-down widgets to more finely switch between regions and sub-regions, or you may simply click on the region you want to look at the local area map of. There are 2 ways to change sub-regions you're looking at on the map. The first way is to use those drop-down widgets in the top left corner, which works well. What has worked better and more intuitively for me, however, is either clicking on the sub-regions I want to see on the region map, or clicking the areas of transition on the local map to see that sub-region. I use this often to see where my quest objective is in the next region of the city, so I know which aetheryte shard to teleport to. Don't worry, we will be covering aetheryte shards in another video. The button below that, Display Region World Maps, will take you to the region map layer if you're on the local area map, or to the world map layer if you're already on the region map layer. You can tell you're on the local area map if you can see a grid on the map, or the map is a more saturated gold color. Be aware that if you haven't visited a sub-region before, it won't show any real map beyond pins and transition markers yet. I hope I was able to explain the local, regional, and world map well enough in concept. Let's get on to the other buttons, which are thankfully simple. Center map on player location. This button does what it says on the tin. If you are viewing a different sub-region on your map, or even looking somewhere further away from your location in the local map, you can click this button to quickly snap back to where you are. Turn on or off map transparency while inactive is a personal preference. By default, this is on, and it makes the map window slightly transparent when you are clicked off of it, and doing things like targeting enemies or in other windows. I leave this on as it doesn't really matter to me, but feel free to change it if you like. Display or hide map icons will either display or hide all of the map icons. Sadly, you cannot choose which ones you want to display or hide, but this can be useful if you are practicing getting around a new area and just want to know where the transitions are, as those are not hidden. Display hide map text is the same as the icons, only that it applies to the text. Not much to say about that one. Lock map can be useful because the escape key in Final Fantasy XIV typically closes windows before opening the menu it is responsible for opening. Locking the map means that it will stay up even if you press the escape key. Useful if you need to keep the map up even when changing settings or similar uses. The zoom bar changes the zoom level of your map. However, you can do the same thing by using the mouse wheel, so I don't really use the bar. Finally, at the top right of your map is your mouse cursor coordinates, and at the bottom is the coordinates of where you actually are. We'll get into coordinates more in a future video. That about sums up the map and its basic usage. I hope to see you in the next video, where I discuss the mini-map.